The racing world was shaken Thursday by the sudden and devastating loss of former NASCAR driver Greg Biffle, who was killed along with 6 others in a private plane crash at Statesville Regional Airport in North Carolina. Biffle was 55 years old, and among those lost were members of his own family, making the tragedy especially painful for both the motorsports community and the families left behind. According to authorities, the crash claimed the lives of 7 people in total: Greg Biffle, his wife Christina, their 5-year-old son, Ryder, Biffle's 14-year-old daughter, Emma, from a previous marriage, Dennis Dutton and his son, Jack, and Craig Wadsworth, a longtime friend and individual closely connected to NASCAR circles. In a joint family statement released later in the day, relatives described the loss as overwhelming, saying they were struggling to process a tragedy that had changed their lives forever. A short flight that ended in disaster. The aircraft involved was a Cessna Citation II C550, a twin-engine business jet. Flight tracking data shows the plane departed Statesville at approximately 10:06 a.m. Eastern Time, scheduled to fly to Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport in Florida. The flight never made it far. After traveling roughly 29 miles, the jet turned back toward Statesville. At approximately 10:32 a.m., while attempting to land, the aircraft crashed near the airport. Emergency responders arrived quickly, but there were no survivors. The plane was registered to GB Aviation Leasing LLC, a company linked to Biffle. FAA records show the registered address corresponds to property associated with Biffle in Mooresville, North Carolina, a town known as the heart of NASCAR country. The National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, and Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, immediately launched a joint investigation. At the time of publication, officials have not released conclusions regarding the cause of the crash, and investigators are examining mechanical systems, pilot actions, air traffic communications, and weather conditions. A trip rooted in friendship. YouTube creator and part-time NASCAR competitor Garrett Mitchell, widely recognized by fans as Cletus McFarland, confirmed on social media that Biffle and his family were traveling to visit him. Biffle had appeared multiple times on Mitchell's massively popular YouTube channel, where fans enjoyed seeing the former Cup Series star in relaxed, off-track settings involving aviation, racing, and automotive projects. Those appearances revealed a side of Biffle that longtime fans recognized instantly: competitive yet humble, deeply knowledgeable, and eager to share experiences with others. From the Pacific Northwest to NASCAR stardom, Gregory Jack Biffle was born in Vancouver, Washington, far removed from the southeastern roots traditionally associated with stock car racing. His early racing career unfolded in the Pacific Northwest, where he honed his skills on short tracks and earned a reputation as a relentless competitor with sharp mechanical instincts. His career trajectory changed dramatically in 1998, when legendary team owner Jack Roush offered him a chance to compete in NASCAR's Truck Series. Biffle seized the opportunity. Within 3 seasons, he captured a Truck Series championship, showcasing a rare blend of patience, aggression, and race-long consistency. That success opened the door to NASCAR's Xfinity Series, where Biffle again proved he belonged at the highest levels of the sport by earning another championship. By the early 2000s, his ascent was complete. A fixture in the NASCAR Cup Series. Biffle entered the NASCAR Cup Series in 2002 and would go on to compete across 16 seasons, racing full-time from 2003 through 2016. Over the course of 515 Cup Series starts, he recorded 19 victories, 92 top 5 finishes, 6 top 10 championship standings. His most impressive campaign came in 2005, when Biffle finished second in the overall standings, narrowly trailing Tony Stewart. That season, Biffle led all drivers with 6 wins and posted one of the best average finishes in the field. Additional standout seasons included a 3rd-place championship finish in 2008 and a 5th-place result in 2012, underscoring his longevity and adaptability across NASCAR's evolving eras. Every one of Biffle's Cup Series wins came driving for Roush Racing, making him one of the most successful drivers in the organization's history. His final Cup victory occurred at Michigan International Speedway in 2013, exactly 10 years after his first win in 2003. Jack Roush later reflected on their partnership, describing Biffle as a close friend whose contributions to the team extended far beyond race results. Late career appearances and honors. After parting ways with Roush Racing following the 2016 season, Biffle stepped away from full-time competition. He returned briefly in 2022 for a limited schedule with FDNY Racing, making 5 starts. While those outings did not yield standout finishes, they demonstrated his enduring passion for racing. In 2023, NASCAR officially recognized Biffle as one of its 75 greatest drivers, an honor reserved for competitors whose impact shaped the sport's modern history. Many within NASCAR have openly stated that his induction into the NASCAR Hall of Fame appears inevitable. A pilot with a mission to help. Away from the racetrack, Biffle cultivated another lifelong passion: aviation. A licensed pilot, He owned aircraft and frequently flew for both personal and humanitarian purposes. That skill set became critically important in 2024, following the devastation caused by Hurricane Helene in western North Carolina. With roads flooded and entire communities cut off, Biffle used his helicopter to transport food, water, fuel, and medical supplies to areas unreachable by ground vehicles. In interviews, he spoke candidly about the long hours spent flying missions and the emotional weight of witnessing families stranded without power, fuel, or access to grocery stores. For Biffle, the effort was never about recognition, it was about responsibility. NASCAR later highlighted those efforts in an official statement, noting that Biffle's actions directly saved lives. The racing world responds. Tributes poured in from across the motorsports landscape. NASCAR officials described Biffle as not only a champion, but a man whose integrity and generosity defined his legacy. Hall of Fame Jeff Gordon reflected on their on-track battles and praised Biffle's disaster relief work, saying it inspired countless people within and beyond racing. Fans, drivers, and teams shared memories that painted a consistent picture. Greg Biffle was fiercely competitive on Sundays and deeply compassionate every other day of the week. An unfinished investigation. As the NTSB and FAA continue their investigation, officials caution against speculation. Determining the cause of an aviation accident often takes months and involves detailed analysis of flight data, maintenance records, weather reports, and air traffic communications. For now, the focus remains on honoring the lives lost and supporting the families affected by an unimaginable tragedy.